Welcome back to Real Geek Media. It is Thursday, February 5th, 2026. Six. Six.
No, taste the fifth.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I'm Hayden Stoll. He is author Christopher Michael Blake. And today we fucked around and found out about the Resonator. We are talking about From Beyond 1986. This is director Stuart Gordon's follow-up to Reanimator, which I'm sure people are a little more familiar with probably than this film. Full disclosures, I don't know how I missed this movie.
Are you glad you missed it though?
Honestly, no. I'm not. I enjoyed this for all of its cheesy and gory and goofy and whatever was in it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, and it's an hour and a half. Man, it's so easy to just digest. But let's talk about it. Before we get into it, though, Christopher, what's new?
Hayden, hell is frozen over, and apparently it's New Jersey.
Yeah, this is true. It's been ridiculous here.
Now, I want to start this review off by asking you a question.
Okay.
We watched a certain movie last year, and you said this is just a bunch of dumb people making dumb decisions.
Yes.
That's like the quote. I mean, I could put that almost like in my lifestyle right there, right?
Yeah.
Chris just makes dumb decisions and is a dumb person.
That was.
I feel like this movie just encapsulates that.
Oh yeah. Yes. What was the name of that movie? That was the Mexican horror movie.
It wasn't Mexican. It was Brazilian, Peruvian.
Oh, okay, right. What was the name of that?
We're watching the sequel. Not the sequel, but the first episode of the first director's movie for that this year.
Yeah.
It's Evil something.
Yeah, where Evil Lurks. Yeah,
Where Evil Lurks. Thank you.
Yeah. And yes, that movie encapsulated that whole thing. Right. This movie holds to that same standard. Yes, it does. Yeah. So what I was not aware of, and I should have been because I saw Reanimator, which was H.P. Lovecraft as well, right? I did not realize that this was also an H.P. Lovecraft adaptation.
His books or stories never translate very well.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a good one yet. I've yet to see like one. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good.
I agree. I agree with that. That's difficult stuff. Not to get too off topic, but while we're just speaking briefly about H.P. Lovecraft, I know there was talks just around the time, I want to say maybe 2010, 11, where there were talks of Guillermo del Toro doing In the Mouth of Madness, which with Tom Cruise, and they were actually even storyboarded stuff and had like animated things, but then Prometheus came out and it was basically, okay, that kind of is what we're trying to do. And they scrapped it.
Can I interject?
Yes, of course.
Something I was not aware. Guillermo del Toro has 72 scripts completed.
Completed as in to be filmed or
done?
Wow.
The problem is he can't find financing for these movies.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's like whichever one the studio kind of wants, because they're all floating around Hollywood.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like whichever one that they want to use, that's the one they're going with. Instead of, I'm sure his name adds weight at this point, but it's just not. It's kind of finding it hard to find some way to bankroll these films.
That's interesting. You would think with a guy with the pedigree that he has, I mean, look at Frankenstein. That was a great movie.
Awesome.
Yeah.
A lot better than say Sinners, but that's another story. We won't go there tonight. That's a whole nother episode. We're going to have to take of our lives to discuss that movie. What draws me to this movie From Beyond is this is probably the first movie I saw that's considered cosmic horror.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
This is a parallel dimension. You got machines doing what they shouldn't be able to do. Fuck it, we'll throw a pervert in for good measure. And
ironically, the guy looks like Epstein a little bit.
Whoa, I don't know about all that. There were no kids running around in this. I mean, I have met
Dr. Pretorius,
yeah. met Barbara Crampton.
You met her? Okay, yeah, okay.
Jersey Horror Con, and Toss Daruk, I was the cameraman, and he was walking around interviewing people, and I think she actually turned him down for an interview, which was rare. And he was on good terms with her because he had interviewed her before. She just wasn't feeling it that day or whatever it was. But she was super duper nice. She came over, shook my hand. I told her From Beyond was like one of my favorite movies.
Chopping Mall, man. She's in some classics.
Do you know what happened to the dominatrix outfit that she was wearing in this movie?
Oh, what happened? Did you keep it?
I read this on IMDb, so it's not like anything I found out. But she sold it at a yard sale.
No way. I got to be honest. That scene was so wildly out of place. I guess, but I don't hate it.
You
didn't hate any minute of that.
You got to tell me if you're Ken Foray, you're not laying the wood down on that.
Oh man.
And Jeffrey Combs is over there peeking like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but this is like post worm eating Jeffrey Combs laying in the passed out in the bed.
There's just so much to unravel with this movie. It's like
let's get into this.
How much pot do you have? We had to smoke it to get this thing through.
So, right off the bat, I didn't know really what to expect. I tried to not watch anything related to what this movie was kind of about. I avoided anything. Like I said, this was the first time going in blind on this film, and I'm happy I did because I had nothing to expect. Right off the bat, when we get the H.P. Lovecraft, I was like, okay. I was like, that's interesting. I like the opening scene. I thought that was pretty good. Right, where we get Crawford, what is it, Tillingham?
Yeah,
Tillinghast and Dr. Pretorius. Weird relationship, but they have this house that is very odd in that they're doing the experiments in the top floor, in the attic, and Dr. Pretorius has like a whole
sex dungeon.
Yeah. Like just, he runs to him down the hall and I'm like, what is happening? Jeffrey Combs, I recognized right away. I was like, oh my God, Jeffrey Combs. Was cool to see him in this. And oddly enough, he was in Reanimator, right? And he actually plays H.P. Lovecraft in a movie later in his career, which is interesting. Anyway, I like the opening scene, right? You get that cosmic horror vibe. You get this contraption with the magnets and the vibrating and the purple eel that bites him in the face. Kind of bananas, but I enjoyed this, right? I enjoyed the opening scene. I was like, okay, all right, let's get on with this. We get a little bit of like kind of the Thing transformations and stuff going on in this movie.
Hayden, apparently on 666 Benevolent Street up in the attic, they had the world's fastest window repairmen for the attic.
Yeah.
Did you catch that the house number said 666 in the back?
That was bananas.
I was like, really? Come on.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Benevolent Street was also like, what are we doing? But whatever. This is cheesy. It's like, look, man, these are the what was the oh man, TNT, the late night show with the host. This is the kind of stuff that
Brian?
No.
Oh, the dog?
No. Where they would show like the horror movies.
Oh, Joe Bob Briggs.
Like this would,
theater. Yeah.
Yes, this would be something that ends up on that.
Nice
right?
guy, by the way.
So you know what you're getting into, right? We don't see what happens to Dr. Pretorius, but we see his head ripped off, and the dog is licking his, where his head has been ripped off.
It snapped his head off like a gingerbread man.
Like a gingerbread man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got nothing.
Who writes this? That's an awesome line, though.
But what did you like the opening scene? What was your thoughts? I mean, I guess it's for you. It's different because you saw this years ago.
I saw this when I was about 9 years old.
Yeah.
And again, should I be watching this at 9 years old? No. I enjoyed it when I was 9. I was like, yeah. And oddly enough, I ended up writing a short story that's, I want to say similar, but I heavily influenced by this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another story. But obviously, I like this movie. I like the idea of a machine that can do things and make you see what's not there and take you to other dimensions
Mhm.
by stimulating your pineal gland.
Oh yeah. I will butcher it if I try and say it.
Which
Yeah.
again, just like basically your brain sex organ.
Pineal gland.
Yeah, thank you. I'll let you say it. But yeah, but you say you like the beginning, but then it takes that goofy turn where the dog runs up the stairs, and it's like
And
she
yeah.
walks into like basically a museum down on the first floor with all these Revolutionary War flags,
That was a little bit goofy, yeah.
And then you got Tillinghast going to
So
a psychiatric hospital. Go ahead.
what do you think that the time frame of this is? What's the timeline of the opening scene to the point where we meet what's her Barbara Crampton's character, where we meet her
Dr. Block. And the reason I remember
No,
that
she
is
wasn't Dr. Block.
I thought she was.
Dr. McMichaels. Dr.
Okay.
Block was the I guess the one that didn't like her, the other doctor.
Because Dr. Block's name is taken from the guy who wrote Psycho. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Robert Block. So yeah, it's that's one of those things. I gotta say it's gotta be less than 48 hours at that point.
That's what I was thinking too. And I didn't rewatch the beginning scene of this, but I feel like the second, like when we come back to the house in a little bit, I feel like the house is run down. Like the outside is run down. When in the opening scene, I didn't feel like it was that way, but I didn't take notice of it. So I'm not.
The windows are repaired. That's all that matters.
Yeah, the windows are fixed. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you that this beings from the other dimension or window repair.
Those eels and jellyfish. Yeah, they're great.
We couldn't fix the computer though, but we can fix the window.
So yeah, so we get to the psych ward, right? And it's we meet Dr. McMichaels, and the police are convinced that Crawford Tillinghast has killed Pretorius, but there's no blood on the axe. There's no way they can really prove that he did it, but he's in this psych ward. And, he's got the big white mark on his face from the eel. And yeah, it can't be that long because he's still got the thing and it's still healing, right? I felt like there was maybe a longer period of time, but
Dr. Block's like, we need to shock this guy.
It's like, listen,
I'll make him talk.
This is, in my professional medical opinion.
She's running an inquisition over there. She's like, yeah, get this guy to talk.
Nurse Ratched, yeah, she's ready to go, man.
And of course, Barbara Crampton's characters, my father was, my heart's already opening up and my legs are already kind of spreading and we're ready to go.
But when we meet her, right, she's like bookwormy and
nerd.
Yes, got the oversized Junior Sopranos on and
kind of girl I like.
Man. And it's interesting that's how she's introduced, right? And wait till we get to like the second half of this movie.
She's a crackhead.
Oh my God! Yeah.
That's basically what it is. She becomes a crackhead.
That's what Ken Foree says.
Yeah. And did you notice that when they're walking out of the hospital, Crawford and McMichael, that Ken Foree says, "Oh, Dr. McMichael, how you doing?" And he shakes Crawford's hand.
Yeah,
because actually she's the doctor. I'm the guy who's Looney Tunes. He's like, oh, yeah. He doesn't shake her hand. She's like standing there, like,
I
don't think so.
I liked his presence in this movie, right? And Ken Foree he's a big guy, right? Like he's just twice the size of everybody else in this movie. Bubba, yeah, Bubba. He's a what was he? Sergeant or whatever. Bubba Brownlee. He was on the police force, right? He's detailed to the doctor as she takes Crawford into her custody so they can go and do the experiment again at the benevolent house, Praetorian Manor or whatever.
Yeah.
Professor X mansion.
Basically, yeah.
So the three of them are now this group as they head back in the Scooby-Doo van back to Benevolent Street. And Ken Foree is basically us, right? He's us going, don't go in there. Nope, don't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. Why are you doing that? Through the whole way. He's just like the voice of reason.
Yes.
Like, we should not be doing this. And he sticks with this group, I guess probably against his better judgment, but you could tell that he doesn't want any harm to come to these people, right? So I liked his character, right? He's a likable character. It's cheesy. Some of the stuff is like, super overacted, but whatever. This is like it's a cheesy film. It's not high art, right? Like it is what it is. What'd you think of his character? Did you like him in this?
I like Ken Foree in general and everything I've seen him in. And when I caught this little tidbit when he was driving the van. He is so tall. He had his knees up on both sides of the steering wheel to pull. When he pulls up to the manor, the gate, he does not actually drive the van in there because I don't think he could.
Yeah.
I think it's Barbara Crampton's character that actually drives it in.
Yes, she drives it in. Yeah.
But his legs, if you look at his knees, they're like up by the steering wheel.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't think he could fit. I really don't. So it was like an awkward. I was like, oh, did you see that? I had to kind of like.
Yeah, that is interesting, and I believe that totally because he's gigantic. Like these other actors are tiny compared to him.
So then they get upstairs and. What do we got to do? Well, we got this machine. We can see another dimension, and it'll stimulate your gland up in your brain.
Gland. Yes,
make it larger. Because it shouldn't be that large. I mean,
right. And that was what they discovered when they ran the CAT scan early in the movie. That Dr. or Crawford's pineal gland was enlarged, and they thought it was a tumor, but they realized it wasn't.
It's not a tumor.
Not a tumor.
Yeah. And
that's where they get to this. And Ken Foree wants to eat.
That's all he wants to do.
Yeah.
He's down there cooking, and it's the second half of this thing, and he's got 4 for him and 1 for everybody else.
Everybody else only gets 1. Yeah.
But Crawford comes out with his axe.
Yeah.
Foree's not going to waste that dude right away.
Right.
It's like, we have to wait. We have to see what he's going to do with this thing.
And they try and make it seem like, okay, he's rushing her with the axe when he was trying to destroy the machine that she was standing right next to.
And the machine is so damaged, it took him a whole 24 hours to rebuild, by the way.
Yes.
It was like, no one's ever going to be able to repair this. And then it's like, oh.
The one magnet is on the floor. What do we do?
The computer doesn't work. We can just go bypass it. It's not a problem.
Right.
It's a Coke machine computer, too. So it's not
a
real computer. But okay, so it takes them a full 24 hours to hook this sucker up, and what happens as soon as they turn it on? I'm gonna borrow what's her name, the hot singer who's out right now, one who sings Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Tears run down her thighs. So she says in the song, "That's not me."
Right.
She said, right. But that's what happens.
We get some ground rules by Crawford as before he turns.
I was a little more interested in what I said. But,
no.
Go ahead with your ground rules.
But that part where we don't get that as part of the ground rules, right? That comes after we they experience it for the first time.
When he turns it on,
right.
She immediately
becomes
sensuous and starts kissing him.
Yeah, and
you can see he doesn't want to, and
right.
Everybody's kind of grabbing their head, doing their, I'm weakened impression, and Jedi mind tricks are occurring at this point, and then Pretorius shows up. But what are the ground rules, Hayden?
Well, he basically outlines, right? Okay, I'm going to turn this on, but if stuff goes bad, I'm just going to flip the switch. But I need you not to move. Nobody move because you might be recognized by these other beings that come through when I turn this on, and you don't want that, right? You don't want that. So what do they all do when he turns it on? They all move, right? This is going to your point at the top of the show. Dumb people doing dumb shit, right? Don't move. He lays it out, and he's sitting there like, no, stop moving. And they're all moving. Ken Foree's walking around, touching a jellyfish. the other one's trying to,
Got a nice little scar right there when they bit his arm. I mean,
big chunk out of him. And it's right, like dumb people doing dumb shit. And that's the name of the plot device here. Got to move the plot along, got to do dumb stuff to do it.
And then what happens? Pretorius shows up.
Yeah.
Now, how his consciousness or his being is evolved into this other dimension, we don't really know. Was he absorbed by this creature that ate his head off? We don't really.
It's not explained, yeah.
Which is I'm okay with.
I like that. I do like that, and I thought his appearing in this scene was super creepy because he's all like silhouette with some light on him.
He's got a lot of KY jelly on him.
Yeah, the dude is a mess, and some of the stuff that we get out of him where he peels his face off, like it's cool, to sit like, oh my God. And you get a lot of that stuff throughout the rest, even in topping the previous time, to the point where it's just disgusting, but yeah, so Praetorian, there he is. They all are seeing him. Ken Forey starts shooting at him. And
his head explodes, doesn't it?
Yeah, his head explodes and everything is going all over the place. Yeah. And then Crawford flips the switch and we're back to like nothing happened, right?
He unplugs everything and says, we have to get out of here.
Yes. Right.
And then Ken Foray goes down and starts making some breakfast and everything's all right in the world. And they all come downstairs and he's like, okay, we've seen what happens. We can leave now.
Mm-hmm.
But Barbara Crampton, Dr. McMichaels is like,
she can't.
I don't know. Maybe we need to nap first and think about this.
Right. She's like, I need to run the experiment again. Yeah. And let's go to sleep. Yes. Great. Fantastic. So what happens when they go to sleep?
Worms.
Man.
You got an infestation in this joint. Well, they find out that the resonator, the field from it's actually expanding at this point. It's now going deeper into the house, into the basement, right? At the same time, Dr. McMichaels is taken hostage, right? I'm not getting ahead of myself.
No. She goes up. She turns it on by herself upstairs,
right,
in the attic. The other two are still asleep, but Crawford's stirring because he's feeling something. And same thing with Ken Foray, Bubba, and they're fighting off a worm in the basement, trying to cut the power.
I did not need to see Ken Foray in his underwear.
That was a choice.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, she's up in the attic getting
molested
by Jeffrey Epstein.
Wow. Yeah, with those greasy arms too. He's got that one hand that's like stuck to his body,
and its fingers are just bleh.
Oh yeah,
it was nasty.
Creepy.
It's gross.
It's creepy. Yeah, that's a scene you will remember.
Oh yeah,
in horror. I mean, to the day you pass away. Because I know I've carried that with me for 40 years, so it's only fair I share that with you. As disturbing as that scene is.
Yeah.
But maybe not quite as disturbing as what happens next in this whole thing. Now, I'm not talking about the worm eating Crawford.
Oh, my God. Half down the thing. His feet are flying in the air.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the sex dungeon. Foray says, I have to go start the car up. We're leaving.
Oh, man. So this... Yeah.
She takes liberty at this point.
Yes. This was something. I ain't complaining.
Full SM.
Fully.
Bow, chicky bow. Now, there's no nudity in this part, but I wish that there was. And then she starts grinding on the guy who's injured. Crawford. Yeah. It's like.
Crawford passed out on the couch, and she's just mounted him. And Ken Foray, like you said, he's in the car. He's loaded up the van. Here he comes back up the stairs, opens the door, and he catches that moment.
Couldn't be gone for more than 20 minutes.
Nope.
And she's getting her freak on.
Yeah. Yeah, she could not wait. And she's trying to, get him to kind of get into that. And he, again, is the voice of reason in this. He's like, no, shakes her.
Look at yourself.
Look at yourself.
Is this who you are? I was waiting for her to say, yes, I am.
I've seen this before in the streets.
So what happens? Apparently, Dr. Crawford likes to watch.
Oh my
He kind
God.
of wakes up and says, "How dare you stop that?" And the machine's turning itself back on,
Yeah.
which is not good. So of course, they all rush upstairs, and
The unfortunate end of Bubba.
he gets eaten by a bunch of skin-eating maggots, basically from another dimension.
Yeah.
That leave the top half of his body open.
They ate his whole arms and torso are just chewed apart. And that is an awful way to go, man.
But I feel like he should have died that way. It felt like he went out like a bitch. And
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I thought he could have played a bigger part in stopping punishing the evil.
I wonder if they couldn't afford his pay salary after that scene.
He's not in this movie long, right?
No,
he's not.
But this isn't a very long movie though either. You get the feeling.
But after he's gone, there's still another maybe 30 minutes in this movie
that didn't need to be there.
No, they didn't. They certainly didn't.
I mean, let's face it. The hospital.
This is where it kind of stalls, and I don't know what was going on with the little worm eye popping out of his head.
That made no sense to me. That was like one of those. Yeah,
it was gross in the scene with Dr. Block where it's like pulsating a little bit, and then it just like, what the heck?
I mean, it's pretty cool when he eats Pretorius's off his head.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, it almost serves like no. It's like this. You're seeing like the vision of this thing,
right,
looking like the Predator.
It's the Predator vision, out of the
And then he's in there eating brains, which again, I don't know that thing. I mean, wouldn't you rather say, "Hey, look, there's a McDonald's down the street I could take you to. You can go eat there instead."
He's eating the brains, and he's like, "What's happening to me?"
And then he starts eating Dr. Block's head.
He eats Dr. Block's head.
She's like, she's like, "Oh, little princess, I'm glad you're here. We're gonna shock therapy you." But man, we don't usually do that. Shut up, know your place.
yes, exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, this whole hospital thing.
There's no inspectors coming in this week. We're good.
He's like chewing people up on his way out of the hospital, like escaping in the ambulance. I don't know, like that was a little bananas, but okay, fine.
Well,
now
it gets even worse.
It gets worse. Yeah, it gets worse.
Because then she shows up with 6 sticks of dynamite and a plastic explosive, and I'm like, sure, if she'd have stopped at the neighborhood hardware store.
I paused the movie at this very moment. She puts this contraption on the device, on the resonator, and I paused the movie. I was like, hold up. I know I'm suspending belief a lot through the first chunk of this movie, but I take issue with how she has access to any of this. Where did this come from? I can believe the resonator. Okay. I can believe all this other crazy shit.
But the shit coming out of the guy's head, you can believe that? We're on board.
The one thing I don't believe is how she constructed this time bomb with dynamite and wires and like a keyboard. I was like, stop
there to blow up the entire block.
Oh my God. Yeah. This is where for me, I was like, wait a minute.
Does she have to go upstairs? Could she just like leave it on the ground floor, knowing that if she hits the floor, like maybe
the whole thing is going to burn down and collapse?
Yeah,
no, it's got to be planted directly on top of the water heater or the resonator.
That's a good catch, Aiden. That's a good catch. They're digging recycling back then. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Just
a whole bunch of tuning forks.
Put some tuning forks on top. Make them purple.
Christmas lights. We're ready to go. Let's go.
This is where the movie just kind of. I just do not believe that she has access to this kind of equipment. Where did she get it? Who did she buy it from? Did she buy it from Mickey Rourke from Body Heat? Did he sell her this contraption too?
I want to show you winners. That's the only ones I do. I only pick winners here. So of course, what happens is Pretorius shows up, and he says, "I'm going to eat your conscience.
I'm back.
Nothing so sensual."
Yeah.
you will be with me forever. You know, all my deepest desires, and I'll know all yours. And
yeah,
Jeffrey Combs gets eaten again.
But
This time he comes out.
this is another spot where I pause the movie. He pops out the side.
How many times did you pause this movie? I had to ask.
Not much in the first, maybe half, 2/3 of it. Really, not at all.
Did you pause the dungeon sex scene?
No, I didn't.
You probably should have. That's the
I
only
probably
scene
should have. Right.
Worthy.
Right.
Oh.
So Jeffrey Combs is popping out of this thing like it's giving birth to him as an adult, and here he comes, popped out, fully head of hair again, and he's just like, run.
Well, you know, I wonder if the symbolic nature of him having a full head of hair now is he has now been devoured into that dimension as well with Pretorius, and therefore he's going to start off perfectly healed like Pretorius was, but gradually
when we saw him
disintegrate into one of those beings. So
yeah,
there was no coming back from.
No, he was
from that point. Screwed. In my opinion,
yeah. But and then it just turns into this like Play-Doh fight, you know, where it's just collapsing on itself, and their skulls are biting each other. It was pretty gross, but pretty cool for 86, man. That's a lot of stuff going on in that.
I like when he bit the little pineal gland.
Yeah.
Dr. Pretorius' head. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
And of course, Dr. McMichaels jumps out the window again. It's like, how many times do I get the repair guy out here to fix this? Right? Yeah. And she lands, and you actually see the bone sticking out.
I'm sorry. I'm glad they did that, because that's like 3rd floor.
Yes.
And I'm glad they did that, because like that, I think this was the last time I paused the movie. I was like, did she just get like a compound fracture? Yeah, she did. Yeah, it's all screwed up. Her whole
she's
leg
not even yelling. She's just sitting there on the ground like, oh, okay. You're out here walking your dog again. Okay.
Right? Yeah, the lady from the beginning with the dog shows up, and the whole neighborhood apparently.
But only that one room blows up. It's like, okay.
Just the one room.
Just the one room.
She had just enough to take care of that one room.
The rest were Fugazi dynamite sticks. Hayden, give me your overall with this movie.
Listen, it's super cheesy. It's super B movie. It's fun to watch because it's kind of bonkers. If you've never seen it, try it once. Okay, it's not for everybody, but man, it's very palatable runtime, hour and a half. It moves along. It does not pull punches. It's got some interesting things in there. It's not good, but it's fun, and it's a fun little movie.
For me, it hits home a little differently. This was probably one of the early horror movies I saw from the 80s. Mm-hmm. Barbara Crampton, I thought back then looked good. Jeffrey Combs just turned into one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
Whether it's the Star Trek stuff or the horror stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy watching him as an actor because he plays off the role kind of stuff. It's not straight.
Yeah. He's interesting.
Again, like you said, not a great movie, but there's some stuff in here that I like from a science fiction / horror standpoint.
Yes.
That get me through it. And my grading system.
Oh, yeah.
You got boobs.
Listen,
hey, I'm in. That's you got 1 star right there. You got horror with some disgusting shit going on. And you throw Jeffrey Combs in there. I'm giving this at least 2.5 stars.
Sure.
Just based on that. Throw Ken Foray in there. An outstanding job by the actors actually believe in this nonsense.
Yes.
And you don't have to pay a lot of people for this movie. I mean,
this was essentially 3 people in a room, maybe 4 people
except
in a room.
for the hospital scenes, which
right,
and the over top acting by the DA, who really is like, I don't know what to do. Guy. Take them. I can't prove a case.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a case. Gotta take him.
Yeah. Done. Granted, he's in your custody. Just I don't know what to do.
Sure.
Harvey did.
Yeah, absolutely. Half the time he's doing his soliloquy, he's got his back turned towards the camera because no one could believe his facial expressions during this whole scene.
Right.
Like, I'm right. You remember,
100%. 100% right.
Yeah. But I do enjoy this movie very much. I say check it out too. I wouldn't have recommended it I know I've been talking it up for a little bit, and not good, but
Yeah, man, listen, it's fun. It for what it is, it's enjoyable.
yeah, I have to agree with that. All right, Hayden, here we go. Something I was scared of. You ready? We're going on the box office here.
Box office run. Let's see.
Last week when we had our episode reviewing Bone Temple, I was scared. And the reason I was scared was of the three movies we picked the box office, Bone Temple, Send Help, and Shelter. Bone Temple was the only one that came in. You had picked 25 million. I had picked 28. Do you know what the number was?
What?
15.
That's low.
And so you hit that one, and I was like, that means I have to go 2 out of 3 now at this point. I have to run the table. And I'm sitting there like, that's a tall task to ask. Well, Hayden, tonight I got bad news.
You ran the table.
I ran the table. Here we
Get
go.
the tables.
I ran the table. Here we go. Send Help. You guessed 25. I guessed 21. Came in at 20 million.
We were close on that one.
Well, I think it.
I'm surprised
got
it was
hurt. I think it got hurt because of this Iron Jaw, whatever this movie is.
Oh, Iron Lung. Yeah.
Iron Lung.
Yeah,
that did like
that was the big weekend
million.
Movie. Yeah. Big
you know,
movie.
and I had never heard of this thing, and it's basically like a B movie almost.
So this is a
like
YouTube content creator that directed this and started it and financed it.
I don't know anything.
Good for him, man. Good for him.
I'm just shocked to hear about it, and apparently it's supposed to be pretty decent. So I actually expect the second weekend numbers to be better than the first, or at least comparable.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. The second one was Shelter with Jason Statham. You took 18. I took 11. I heard the toilet bowl flush over there. 5.5 million.
That's so disappointing.
They said that the only film that Statham has ever starred in that has come in worse than this on an opening weekend is his dragon movie that he had out years ago, Knights or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's a shame.
Well,
but we touched on it. I mean, there was no trailers, there was no marketing for this thing. It was just like, get it out, just get it out and get it out of the theater.
The only place I saw a trailer for it was after the weekend it was over. I'm sitting here watching From Beyond, and it kept playing during every commercial break on Pluto. I'm like, I've seen this thing on Pluto more than I have on TV.
That's funny.
So, Hayden, 5 movies.
5 movies.
Let's 5 movies. Elimination Chamber is what I'm calling this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yes.
Here we go.
Yes.
The first one is the Margot Robbie movie where she's pretending to be turned on by this guy in real life.
Oh, man.
Because she keeps saying, he grounded me and he did all this stuff to me. And, oh,
man.
Wuthering Heights.
This is troublesome, this movie, for me. Because this is going to be like, I feel like when those 50 Shades of Grey movies were out. And this is going to be that type of movie for like that type of crowd that enjoys those films and novels, and Twilight probably too, to an extent. So I don't really know what to expect from this thing, right? When is it out? This weekend?
This weekend. Super Bowl weekend. I'm going to let you go first. I'm deferring.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, this is out. Hold on, I'm looking here. This is February 13th, next weekend. Next weekend.
All right.
So it takes the Super Bowl out of the equation. Okay, which February release. Let's go. $32.
All right.
Not sure how I feel about that either.
I feel like
I'm low. I feel like I'm low, but I don't know.
Really? I would actually say that you are high. I'm going to come in at 25.
Okay.
And don't think it'll make that much.
Hmm.
I have seen a lot of articles about this movie, and they're trying to drum up the fake, chemistry between the two people who are starring in the movie. But I think he's got the same kind of personality as a box of rocks.
I mean, he played Frankenstein's monster.
That was the same guy?
And he might be the next Bond.
Very milquetoast type of actor. I mean, I really didn't think he was like over the top. I thought he did good with the makeup, and that was kind of...
He didn't need to do a lot, right? He was good.
Right.
Sure, he was good. Nothing against it. But I agree with you. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot. But
that takes us to our next film, which is the Crime 101. That's going to be starring Thor.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind, I will go first with this.
Sure.
This is Super Bowl weekend.
I think this is also the 13th. Hold on.
I
February 13th, I see.
It is. I could have sworn it was this weekend coming up. All right, here we go. Crime 101. I'm going to go... I don't think people want to see this crap. I hate to say that. It just doesn't look good. Mark Ruffalo,
yeah, you got.
I mean, Hemsworth, Ruffalo. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if he's on Netflix, I'm watching it. But I mean, am I going to show up at the theater? I don't think so. I'll go 14. I think that might be generous. I don't know.
This movie intrigues me a little bit.
Sorry to hear it.
Now, the author is Don Winslow. Are you familiar with Don Winslow?
No.
Okay, he's like a crime fiction. He's got some good books in there, cartel stuff, just heist, novels and everything. So this is based off of one of his stories, obviously heist related. Good cast in this movie. You got Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, give or takes, as an actor, he's okay. Halle Berry, Nick Nolte's in this thing. Corey Hawkins is in this. I don't think the title helps. I think I think it's a silly title, even though that may be the title of the novel, right? It looks like it's supposed to be, we want it to be like Heat, but it seems a little goofy. The trailers I see, I don't know, man. I want to see this movie, but I don't think it's going to do well either. I just don't, it's just missing something, right? You see the trailers, just say, this doesn't really grab me. I don't know. 14, I think you're right around, the spot. I'm going to go 16. I hate to even do that, but I'll go 16.
That's fine. Look, I mean,
I feel like this movie, maybe with a different title, maybe with a different director, this thing is a big, maybe if you release it in the spring, I don't know. I mean, Chris Hemsworth's a good actor. You've seen him in Extraction. Have you seen Extraction 1 and 2? Those are awesome.
I loved Extraction. Awesome. Extraction 2, the prison scene was a little...
Yeah,
but Extraction was great. I loved Extraction.
Those are great movies. The guy is bankable outside of the Avengers, right? He can do stuff like this, but there's something missing with all the trailers and marketing for this. I feel like it's probably a decent enough movie, but I don't think people are going to be interested.
You ready for the next one?
Yes, ready.
Go.
Is this the animated one?
Yes. Space Jam was it a donkey? Is that the animal he is? It's
is he a donkey or is he a goat? Is he a goat?
That's a goat. Obviously, he's a goat. Obviously, he's a goat. Yeah, of course.
Right. I don't know, man. I think this is going to be. When is this? Is this weekend or next weekend?
I believe it's this weekend. But I've been wrong 2 out of 3 times so far. What do I know?
I don't know. See, this is tricky because I don't think there's anything else for kids out right now.
But if you had a kid,
would I take
him? You really want them to go see this?
I don't know.
Let's face it. This is a very niche kids movie. this isn't something like with a broad appeal like Inside Out or
Sure.
I mean,
I I haven't seen a lot of trailers for it either. Right. I've seen it.
I can tell you when I go to the movies, there have been.
Okay. Okay.
Because I saw the trailer for this in the movies, and I was sitting there shaking my head.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I
forget where I even went to go see it. It was with my daughter. As a matter of fact, we were sitting there, and she didn't mention it. She mentioned every other movie but that one. So I was like, yeah.
Oh, man. I'm going to go. Do you want me to go?
You're up.
I'm up. Okay. Let's go. 28.
28. It's a good number there, Hayden. I'm going to go 24. I think that they're, opening weekend, like you said, there's not a lot out. I even think that the Super Bowl really is not going to play a factor with this thing. I hate to say that because there's still time to take the kids to the day show, and then you know.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, no one's going to see this, 7:00 at night on a Sunday. I hate to say that.
No, nobody is. Yeah.
That takes us to our next film, Psycho Killer.
Psycho Killer.
Now, just double check. When does this come out? Is it this weekend or next weekend?
This is is that right? 20th? The 20th?
It can't be the 20th. It's got to be the 19th, right? Or should we disqualify it then? Because is that right? Because I could have sworn it was this weekend.
I see the 20th.
Let's see what we got here. I could have sworn on the website I looked at it was going to be before that. We might be eliminating one of these from the Rumble here.
It's getting tossed over the top.
Let's see what we got here. Psycho Killer release date.
Psycho Killer. Do I even know what this is about? I don't know if I've seen anything for this.
You're right. February 20th. Yeah.
So,
this came very close to me picking us for the year. Malcolm McDowell's in the movie, but this standard boss babe looking for a serial killer type movie. So we were going to toss this one. It's on the 20th.
Okay.
So we're going with 4. This is the 4th one. This one's a lot more niche, but I've seen trailers for it. I think it looks fun. I guess I'm starting off for this one. It's called Cold Storage.
Cold Storage.
Have you seen this?
Have I seen it? Wait. Yes, I did see a trailer for this. Is this with
Liam Neeson?
The guy, the Joe Keery from Stranger Things?
D-Joe.
Yes. And Liam Neeson, yes.
It looks like fun.
It does.
I don't know anybody's going to go see it.
It does. It does look like fun.
When is this release? Is it this weekend or next
week? Let me see. Release. US on February 13th.
Yeah, so again, next week.
So listen, next weekend is kind of jammed with a lot of new releases.
Right. I'm surprised people aren't releasing their movies this weekend, knowing that nothing else is out at this point.
They'd probably staying away from the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's kind of like getting married on Super Bowl Sunday.
It's
not what you got a better date.
Right? Yeah.
No offense. I'm like whatever. But Cold Storage. A lot of movies coming out that same weekend. I feel like this isn't getting the hype. I don't know that it gets as much of a release date because I think it hits video on demand as well.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. So that could be factoring into my number here, which is a shame because this movie looks like a lot of fun.
It does. It's
not taking itself too seriously. A lot of creatures blowing up, and if you get infected type deal with. Oh, geez. I wish you were going first for this one here. This way you'd overestimate. I could come in and lowball you on it. But the problem is if I pick too low, it's like an easy, I'm giving it up. So I almost have to pick $5 million just to.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I might be too low, right? I mean.
Yeah. I don't know. Are you going with the 5?
I'm going with the 5.
I'm going to go. I hate to have to do it. I'm going to do 7. But like this thing could do like
That was a cheap
one.
shot.
This thing could do one, and like you said, it's right to video on demand.
We don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it does have a wide release. It is February 13th, but will it also be on demand at that same day? I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, if I had between Crime 101, Wuthering Heights, and Cold Storage, I'm going to see Cold Storage.
Sure. Yeah. I think I would go with that
Send
too.
Help first. I'd probably go see Send Help first, but I mean,
yeah,
and then Shelter, and then Cold Storage. But I mean, I could easily do the trifecta in the movie theater, boom, 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 and spend all day there. That would be me.
Yeah.
You're still here getting popcorn? Absolutely. But that's what we're going with for today. Hayden, stuff that dreams are made of. Final thoughts before we kick it over for the news.
Check out From Beyond. Okay, check it out. Get out to the movies. Support some of these new releases coming up. Pick one, anyone. Other than that, yeah, we're coming back 2 weeks from now. We have a double feature 2 weeks from now. We are doing Point Break from 91. Is it 91 or 90?
I think it's 91.
Point Break from 91 and the Point Break that came out in the mid 2010s. I don't know. Was it 2015, 2014?
So they made a movie about the making of that movie. You were aware of that?
About the making of the
remake. Yes, it starred Nick Cage, and this old lady hired him, and he had to go around searching for the whereabouts of how they made this movie. And he went to Jackman Phoenix during the making of that, and it's like it's like where they make the snuff videos. I think
8 millimeter. 8 millimeter.
This is called 9 millimeter, but yeah. So that's yeah.
I gotcha.
Yes.
So join us in 2 weeks. We got our Point Break double feature. That should be a fun episode. So come on back. Join us for that. Stick around. We'll be back very shortly with news. And what else? We have anything on that? That's it. All right.
So weird and fascinating news. I got some good ones tonight.
All right. So we'll see you guys shortly. And 2 weeks from now, Point Break double feature. Have a good night.